Yes, sir.
All right, sorry.
Taking care of it now.
Sorry about that, my people. All right, so there should be sound in effect right now. Thank you for those who called and let us know. Shamarian and Wesley, thank you very much. All praises to the Most High. So we are at the testament of Levi in the series Know Your Tribe. And the Know Your Tribe series is based on a something that was given to our sister here, the importance of knowing your tribe. And so we have this series where we'll be looking at the tribes, we'll be seeing their attributes, and so people can see what they measure up to. We have done the testament of Reuben, Levi, and Reuben and Simeon so far. Last week we did the testament of Levi, and I just remember that I need to put it into a playlist. And that is what we are going to do, compile a playlist of all the different teachings from the tribes so that we can stay up to date. So we are at the testament of Levi. Last week we did part 1, and today we are going to continue, but we're going to do part of what we did last week, and we are going to start at the testament of Levi 5:1. Let's go. Yes, 5:1. Continue, please. Start, please. Oh, hold on, let me get on the radio. So sorry about that. All right, let me get the shalom to those who are on Jaw Radio, as we are live with the Testament of Levi, part 2. And this is live on Jaw Radio and on YouTube. All right, so let's begin at Testament of Levi 5, verse 1. Go again, please.
At this moment, the angel opened for me the gates of Shamaim, and I saw the Kadosh Alun sitting on the throne. And he said to me, Levi, to you I have given the blessing of the priesthood, until I shall come and dwell in the midst of Yasharal. Then the angel led me back to the earth, and gave me a shield and a sword, and said to me, Perform vengeance on Shechem, for the sake of Dinah, your sister, and I shall be with you, for Yahuwah sent me. At that time I put an end to the sons of Hamor, as is written in the tablets of the fathers.
So last week we were commenting on how it was righteousness to use Levi to destroy the sons of Hamor, the whole city of Shechem for that matter. Levi was just brought from Shamaim, was just brought from heaven and brought down. And the first thing he was brought down to do was to destroy an entire city. This, my people, was it today we were speaking about it? We have our prophetic channel there, and on the channel was battle axe. You are my battle axe. And in this, we were speaking about this is what will happen to us as saints when we are finally given the seal of saints. We will be activated to perform vengeance on the sinners. And if you read the book of Enoch, that's what is in there as well. So many people will look on this and say, oh, they were so wicked in the Old Testament. It's righteousness and it is judgment, and it is the Most High and his righteous judgment. Go to 5:4. Continue, please. Or 5:5.
And I said to him, I beg you, Yahuwah, teach me your name, so that I may call on you in the day of tribulation.
So this now is another important thing. he said, my people shall know my name. In that name they shall know that I am he. It's important to know the name of the Most High. And when we say the name, it's not only his literal name. You have to know what comes with the name of Yahuwah. Important. You have to know what comes with the name. And that name, that what comes with the name is the attributes of the name, the character of the name. You have to know Yahuwah. That's it. Hamashiach said in John 17:3, and this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true Alua, and Yahusha Hamashiach, whom thou hast sent. So we must know the Father and we must know the Son, so that in the day of tribulation we are able to call on him. And what it means to call on him in the day of tribulation, it means that we know his name and he knows us. Meaning we have walked in his ways, in his authority, in his character before tribulation comes, so that when tribulation comes and we call on him, then he will hear us. Because remember, he said in several books, the book of Proverbs chapter 1, 22 or 23 onwards, and in the book of Psalms, he says, if you do not hear him, when the day comes and you call on him, he says he's not going to hear you. He says he'll laugh at your calamity. So knowing his authority, people, is obeying him, being obedient to him and his words. That is more important than anything else in the day of tribulation. Because in the day of tribulation, no one can help you except him. Verse 6.
And he said, I am the angel who makes intercession for the nation, Yasharal, that they might not be beaten. And after this I awoke and blessed the Eluan.
All right, so let me say, I didn't even start recording it. All right, so this angel who makes intercession is the angel Michael. He is the one who makes intercession for the nation of Yasharal, that they might not be beaten. He is the one the Most High sends on important missions to rescue his people. Verse 7. No, verse 6, verse 1. And by the way, this is who the Jehovah's Witness says is Yahusha, isn't it?
Yes.
Say Yahusha is an angel. And they do not know that the what you call it? What do you call it as soldiers? Your journey, your task.
The quest, the mission?
Yeah, the mission. The mission of Yahusha is to make intercession for Yasharal. Yahusha was given to protect Yasharal. So who are you to claim that you are the 144,000? Anyway, he was not sent for Gentiles. He was sent to make intercession for Yasharal. But we know that Michael is not Yahusha anyway, just arguing along their lines. 6 verse 1.
And as I was going to my father, I found a brass brazen shield. Thus the name of the mountain is Espis, which is near Gabal, to the right of Abima. And I guarded these words in my heart. Then I advised my father and Reuben that they tell the sons of Hamor that they should be circumcised, because I was filled with zeal on account of the abominable thing they had done to my sister.
No, zeal. We spoke about zeal. The zeal that we have for Yahuwah sometimes will make us do some things. Because this was a trick to the sons of Hamor. Because they were told that if you become circumcised, then you can get our sister. But they got them circumcised. And what happened? They destroyed them while they were healing from their circumcision. And that is why Jacob was angry with them because Jacob was saying, how can you destroy circumcised people? You see how the Most High is so hard. You cannot put the Most High in a box. Every situation he acts differently. Your ruach has to be aligned with him in order to be able to fathom him. Very simple. Because on one occasion he said in the book of Exodus that if the stranger wants to keep the Passover, let him be circumcised, and you're good. Yes? But this time, the stranger was circumcised and he destroyed them. Because guess what? His judgment had gone out. And so there was no mercy. Mercy happens, or mercy is valid before judgment. That is why James says, mercy triumphs over judgment. That is why the Most High said in Zephaniah 2 that you must gather yourself before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of Yahuwah comes upon you. Before. And that before is telling you that you must move before his judgment is passed. Okay? So nothing could be done to help the sons of Hamor anymore because the judgment had gone out on them. And Levi knew that. That is why Levi could do that. Because he knew that the judgment was on them. So he went out to execute the judgment in whichever way he saw it fit. Just as Eliezer knew that judgment was on Yasharal for mixing with the Midianites, going a whoring after their women. And so when he executed that, he knew that that was the judgment of the Most High. Verse 4.
And I destroyed Shechem first, and Shimeon destroyed Hamor. Then my brothers came and destroyed that city by the sword.
Wow. Whole family. Continue.
When my father heard of this, he was angry and sorrowful, because they had received circumcision and died. And so he passed us by in his blessings.
All right. And it showed me here, Genesis 49, 5 to 7. I remember this. So let me see. Let us see how he passed them by in the blessings. I don't usually stop at these references. Genesis 49, verse 5.
Shimeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they digged down a wall.
So he calls it self-will. Self-will. Verse 7.
Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Yasharal.
Wow. So can we say Jacob was wrong? He was right in that through their anger, they had to be scattered. And they had to be scattered among the other tribes. So Shimon and Levi were scattered among the other tribes. That is why we say some of the descendants of the slave trade were also of the tribe of Shimon. Okay? Let's go back to Levi.
Okay. Thus we sinned in doing this contrary to his opinion, and he became sick that very day. But I saw that Elohim's sentence was guilty, because they had wanted to do the same thing to Sarah and Rebekah that they did to Dinah, our sister. But Yahuwah prevented them.
All right. This was when they went down to Egypt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Verse 9.
They persecuted.
All right. Before you go into that, let's just go. Did we go the last time? Did we go into and look what happened in the book of Jubilees with the Shechemites? I think
Yes.
we did that.
We did
Okay.
that.
All right. We did. Verse 9.
They persecuted Abraham when he was a nomad, and they harassed his flocks when they were pregnant, and they grossly mistreated Eblaim, who had been born in this house.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they treated the nomadic people, seizing their wives and murdering them. But the wrath of Elohim ultimately came upon them. And I said to my father Jacob, through you, Yahuwah will bring the Canaanites to nothing, and I'll give their land to you and your descendants after you. For from this day forward, Shechem shall be called City of the Senseless, because as one mighty scoff at a fool, so we scoffed at them. Because they defiled my sister, because by defiling my sister, they committed folly in Yasharal. And we left there and came to Bethel. There I again saw the vision as formerly, after we had been there 70 days.
70 days. You know, the Most High works with these numbers. 70. Number 7 is his number of perfection. 10 times. 10 is also his number of perfection. 7 times 10, 70. Continue.
And I saw 7 men.
There we go again. Number 7.
And I saw, sorry.
Go ahead.
And I saw 7 men in white clothing, who were saying to me, Arise, put on the vestments of the priesthood, the crown of righteousness, the oracle of understanding, the robe of truth, the breastplate of faith, truth, the mitre for the head, and the apron for prophetic power.
This is the garments of the priesthood. Verse 3.
Each carried one of these and put them on me, and said, From now on be a priest, you and all your posterity.
All right. So we see here Levi being anointed a priest. You know, online they have some Hebrew Israelites calling themselves priests. And we say, and I say all the while, who anointed them priest? They just got up and said, I am no longer one of them. I am no longer a deacon. I am now priest Hakar. Yeah? One of them is called priest. What's that one again? What's that one? It was in, Sakari. The half-white one. That one there. Called himself priest something. I know this one broke away from Sakari and started his own group. And now he has called himself a priest. Who appointed you a priest? Who anointed you a priest? If you will, tell us if angels came and appointed you to be a priest. You think this thing is a joke? You're actually blaspheming. When they do these things, you're blaspheming the Most High and taking this Most High's thing for a joke. Because you're still there swearing and acting all unrighteous and call yourself a priest of the Most High. Bringing down his name, blaspheming his name. Verse 4, 8 verse 4.
The first anointed me with kadosh oil and gave me a staff. The second washed me with pure water, fed me by hand with bread and kadosh wine, and put on me a kadosh and glorious vestment. The third put on me something made of linen, like an ephod. The fourth placed around me a girdle, which was like purple. The fifth gave me a branch of rich olive wood. The sixth placed a wreath on my head. The seventh placed a priestly diadem on me, and filled my hands with incense, in order that I might serve as priest for Yahuwah Elohim.
So when you call yourself a priest, when did all of this happen to you? Yeah? Because after this, the earthly priests were anointed by priests. What's his name? Aaron was told to appoint his sons. And so priests were appointed by priests. Who appointed you? Seeing that there is no priesthood. Because before this, before Levi was appointed, there was no priesthood. So if there is no priesthood, the Most High will send his angels to appoint you and anoint you.
Even if they are a Levi.
Huh?
Even if they are a Levi.
Yes. Even if you're a Levite. Then he's talking about he's a Melchizedek priest because 8:11, yeah?
8:11.
Yeah.
And they said to me, Levi, your posterity shall be divided into 3 offices as a sign of the glory of Yahuwah who is coming. The first lot shall be great, no other shall be greater than it.
Mm-hmm.
The second shall be in the priestly role, but the third shall be granted a new name, because from Yehuda a king will rise and shall found a new priesthood in accord with the Gentile model of the people and for all nations.
All right. So, as we were telling people that the greatest tribe, everybody wants to be Judah. But Judah is not the greatest tribe before the Most High. It is Levi or Levi. It says the first lot shall be great. No other shall be greater than it. Levi is the greatest tribe, the foremost tribe, because that is the tribe of the priesthood, the tribe that ministers with Yahuwah. But nobody adores the priesthood. Everybody adores the Lion of Judah. That's rah, rah. I love the lion. Yeah, and everybody wants to be that lion. And because Yahusha is called the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the King David was Judah, the Messiah was Judah. I want to be Judah. But as the Most High always works, the Most High always uses that which is least esteemed to be greatest to him. All right? So the third shall be granted a new name, because from Yehuda a king will arise and shall found a new priesthood. So this new priesthood there, and this is what now makes Yehuda exalted, because this priesthood is of the order of Melchizedek. Not a Levitical priesthood, but of the order of Melchizedek. And that order there is the order of Melchizedek, which is the order of a man that is not from the Levitical priesthood. But Yahusha is also touched with Levi because his mother was a Levite. And that's the interesting thing. That's why in the book of the Testament of the patriarchs, you will see them speak and say, from Judah and Levi shall arise. And in the end time, the Most High uses the same model of Judah and Levi together. Verse 15.
His presence is beloved as a prophet of the Aluan, a descendant of Abraham, our father.
No, man. He is Yahuwah. No, man, this is wrong. This is wrong. Because Yahusha is Yahuwah. That's what the people say. If you're watching us for the first time, you know that I am not speaking literally. We just put out on our new prophetic channel. Let me pause. We have a new channel, Just a Word Prophecy. If you have not, Michael, can you find the link for Just a Word Prophecy and put it in there, please? We have a new channel, Just a Word Prophecy, and that is our prophetic channel where we share prophecies from different members of the Just a Word group. You don't know us, you don't know who is with us, but we are a whole bowl of prophetic people put together in one. All right? Living together among us is just a whole bag of prophecies, dreams, prophetic, that have to be, that are presented to us. So there are dreams that people are given and they are told to tell them, to tell the nation, to tell the people. So we say, all right, one channel and all the prophetic dreams. And one of the latest ones that we have put out that is doing relatively well for a new channel, it is Yahusha is Yahuwah. We put that out yesterday, I think, and it is doing very well. This is not saying that Yahusha is Yahuwah. It is saying the opposite, all right? But we use Yahusha is Yahuwah because that is what people search for. And we need to remember to go and put the hashtag in it so that it can show up in the Yahusha is Yahuwah hashtags, all right? So it says, he will be, where is it? 8 what?
8:15.
15. A prophet of Alion. Yahuwah cannot be a prophet. A descendant of Abraham. Yahuwah cannot be a descendant of Abraham. All right? Because Abraham worshipped Yahuwah. Verse 16.
To you and your posterity will be everything desired in Yasharal, and you shall eat everything attractive to behold, and your posterity will share among itself Yahuwah's table.
All right. So his descendants will eat of Yahuwah's table. This Yahuwah's table that they are eating from the provision of Yahuwah. The priests do not do any work except priestly work. Whether you are of the true priesthood or the Melchizedek priesthood, if you're a true Levite or you are a Melchizedek priest, Yahuwah provides for you. Yahuwah does not want his priests, quote-unquote priests, to work apart from doing priestly work. So when you're working for the Most High, you full 100%. And you eat from the contributions that people make to the work of the Most High, to the name of the Most High, to the order and the will of the Most High. So that is how the priests eat. Verse 17.
From among them will be priests, judges, and scribes, and by their word the sanctuary will be controlled.
Now, when Levi gets bad, that's why it's important for Levi to stay good. When Levi gets bad, it gets bad. Because if you know and notice and remember, in the New Testament, Yahusha had problems with the priests, the judges, and the scribes. These were Levites. These were Levites that Yahusha was battling with, along with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Yahusha battled the whole of the rulers of Judah. Verse 18.
When I awoke, I understood that this was like the first dream, and I hid this in my heart as well, and I did not report it to any human being on the earth. And after 2 days, Yehuda and I went with our father, Jacob, to Isaac, our grandfather. And my father's father blessed me in accord with the vision that I had seen, and he did not want to go with us to Bethel. When we came to Bethel, my father, Jacob, saw a vision concerning me that I should be in the priesthood.
The Most High always gives confirmation. Continue.
And thus we came to Hebron to settle there. He arose early and paid tithes for all to Yahuwah through me.
All right, this was the same thing that happened with Abraham, with the Melchizedek priest. Abraham paid tithes from way back then. So Jacob came and did the same thing through Levi. Verse 6.
And Isaac kept calling me continually to bring to my remembrance the Torah of Yahuwah, just as the angel had shown me. And he taught me the Torah of the priesthood.
All right, hear this now. Was it yesterday we had a conversation like this? That even when you are called by the Most High, you need, it was Michael was talking about it. Even when you have the great calling of the Most High, you still have to be taught. Yes? Isaac was taught. Jacob was taught. Here Levi now is also being taught. He taught me the Torah of the priesthood. Because the Most High's way, the fact that you get a gift from the Most High, and this I'm speaking to you out there who might have a great gift. The usual culprits are those who have a great prophetic gift. Because they have a great prophetic gift, they think now they are now teachers themselves and they start to teach. Nobody who taught you, and you're out there, you won't even listen to a teacher. Just because you're being given prophetic dreams, etc., you think that you have reached. Look at Levi, the priest of the Most High, most exalted of the Most High, and he had to be taught the ways of Yahuwah. Because Yahuwah's ways are not simple. And when you come to learn the Most High's ways, that is how you come to find how deficient you actually are and how much you truly do need to learn. Yeah, because the Most High makes it like this because you have to use humility. It is through humility. Only today we did humility. Is it? It is only through humility that the Most High recognizes you. So if he comes now and tells Levi all of these exalted things, and then when he comes now and says, Levi, all right, go and learn from Isaac or Jacob, your father. And Levi says, no, I'm not going to learn. I am exalted. I am called. I am anointed. I am this. Then what does the Most High, the word say? The Most High knows the proud from afar off. So the Most High separates himself from the proud. So we have to have humility in everything and allow ourselves to be taught. 9:7 again, please.
And he taught me the Torah of the priesthood, sacrifices, holocausts, voluntary offerings of the first fruits, offerings for safe return. Day by day he was informing me, occupying himself with me, and he said to me, be on your guard against the ruach of promiscuity.
Wow.
For it is constantly active, and through your descendants it is about to defile the sanctuary.
Wow. So the Most High worked powerfully to Jacob because these prophetic things that he is given, way in advance he could tell you that the Levites were about to defile the sanctuary. Because given charge over the sanctuary, it only wants a bad heart. And that bad heart can defile everything and influence everything. Continue.
Therefore, take for yourself a wife while you are still young, a wife who is free of blame or profanation,
who is not from the race of alien nations. Take an Israelite for your wife. This is the righteous thing to do. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Verse 11.
Before you enter the sanctuary, bathe. While you are sacrificing, wash. And again, when the sacrifice is concluded, wash.
Wow. This is the spiritual similitude of baptism. Baptism is that one wash that you make. Yes?
Yes.
That simulates the entire process. It is important for the Most High's priests to be clean. Not only be clean spiritually, but to be clean physically. To come before the Most High, both spiritually and physically clean. Before you enter this sanctuary, bathe. While you are sacrificing, wash. And again, when the sacrifice is concluded, what? What a whole lot of bathing. Yes? Whole lot of cleansing. And spiritually, it means to cleanse yourself before you enter the sanctuary. All right? After you enter the sanctuary. Verse 12.
Present to Yahuwah the 12 trees that have leaves, as Abraham taught me. And from every clean living animal and bird, bring a sacrifice to Yahuwah. And of all your first fruits and wine, bring the very first as a sacrifice to Yahuwah Elohim. And salt with salt every sacrificial offering.
All right. All your first fruits and wine, bring the very first as a sacrifice to Yahuwah Elohim. And is it the testament of Issachar, I think, that is going to go into this first fruits and the importance of the first fruits? And I think Zebulun as well. The importance of first fruits. That is the first of your increase. You must offer it unto Yahuwah. And if you look at offering it unto Yahuwah today, and people always ask me, what does it mean to offer it unto Yahuwah? There are several ways you can offer it unto Yahuwah. The first and foremost way, offer it unto the work of his priests. And modern day priests today are, his leaders. Or you offer it also to the poor and the needy. Yes?
Yes.
Offer it to the poor and the needy. Verse 1, 10:1.
And now, my children, observe the things which I command you, since what I heard from my ancestors I have told to you. See, I am free of responsibility from your impiety, or for any transgression which you may commit until the consummation of the ages in leading Yasharal astray, and in fomenting it in great evil against Yahuwah.
All right, so look at the principle in 10:2. See, I am free of responsibility for your impiety or for any transgression which you may commit until the consummation of the ages and whatever. The principle is, we who have been given a word to speak to people, we have to speak it. Or else, we are not going to be free from the responsibility of their sin. So we have to speak to people their sin to take our responsibility off our backs and leave it on them. All right? Because what people do not know, they do not know. And they cannot say, you did not tell them. 10:3.
You shall act Torahlessly in Yasharal, with the result that Jerusalem cannot bear the presence of your wickedness.
Oh boy.
But the curtain of the temple will be torn, so that it will no longer conceal your shameful behavior.
All right, so this is the prophecy of the temple being torn. When Yahushua Mashiach was crucified. So that was when it was torn, and then a few years after that, the temple was destroyed because of the wickedness of the Levites. And the Most High phased out that priesthood and brought in a Melchizedek type of priesthood. That is why it says the priesthood after Yahusha would come and bring in a priesthood after the Gentile nations. And after the Gentile nations, meaning they don't have this Levitical priesthood and temple and sacrifices set up. But these priests will be leaders of the people and teachers of the people, though they might or might not be Levites. Wow. Such a shame, Levi.
Would the disciples be like?
Huh?
Would the disciples be like priests? Melchizedek priests?
The disciples, they were apostles. I guess so. Because what they did, they went and they set up these assemblies. They had their assembly in Jerusalem, and they went abroad and set up different assemblies all over. So I don't know if you would call it Melchizedek priest. 10:5.
You shall be scattered
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10:4. Sorry.
You shall be scattered as captives among the nations, where you will be a disgrace and a curse.
Levites, you are a disgrace and a curse, scattered among the Gentiles. Continue.
For the house which Yahuwah shall choose shall be called Jerusalem, as the book of Hanoch the righteous maintains.
Oh.
I was 28 when I took a wife. Her name was Malcha. She conceived and gave birth to a son, and I gave him the name Gershom, because we were sojourners in the land. And I saw that, as concerns him, he would not be in the first rank.
Wow. Continue.
And Kohath was born in the 35th year of my life, before sunrise. And in a vision I saw him standing in the heights, in the midst of the congregation. This is why I called him Kohath, that is, the ruler of majesty and reconciliation. And she bore me a third son, Merari, in the 40th year of my life. And since his mother bore him with great pain, I called him Merari. This is bitterness. Jochebed was born in Egypt in the 64th year of my life, for by that time I had a great reputation in the midst of my brothers. And Gershom took a wife who bore him Lomni and Simei. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Yishakar, Hebron, and Osi. And the sons of Merari were Muli and Moses. And in the 94th year, Amram took Jochebed, my daughter, as his wife, because he and my daughter had been born on the same day.
Hold on there. Amram took Jochebed. So, Jochebed and Amram. So, Amram was her nephew. Yes? That was before the Torah.
Yes.
Without the law, sin was dead. So this was before the Torah. Continue.
I was 8 years old when I entered the land of Canaan, and 18 years old when I killed Shechem. At 19 years I served as a priest. At 28 years I took a wife. And at 48 I entered Egypt. See, my children, you are a third generation. During my 118th year, Joseph died. And now, my children, I command you, fear, reverence Yahuwah your Elohim with your whole heart, and walk according to his Torah in integrity. Teach your children letters also, so that they might have understanding throughout all their lives, as they ceaselessly read the Torah of Elohim.
Look at this command. Teach your children letters also, so that they might have understanding throughout all their lives, as they ceaselessly read the Torah of Elohim. You see what you have done to our children? We teach our children to go to school and ceaselessly study their books, the books of the Gentiles, that tell us and teach us lies. The Torah is only a second fiddle thing. It is the Torah that gives you all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you need. For example, had we taught our children the Torah from beginning, our children would have known that this earth is not a globe spinning through space. You know that school is foolishness. Their school is foolishness when they tell you that we live on a ball, a globe spinning through space. When the Bible tells us otherwise, the Bible tells us that we have a firmament above, with waters above the firmament and waters below the firmament. and that we are in a tent, a tent-like dome structure. That is what we are in. And they taught us in school about a globe. The amount of things that they taught, lies that they taught us in schools. But people, ceaselessly teach your children to read the Torah. And for us today, it's not only the Torah. We have also the New Testament. All right? Verse 3.
For everyone who knows the Torah of Elohim shall be honored wherever he goes. He shall not be a stranger. He shall acquire many more friends than his parents, and many men will want to serve him and to hear the Torah from his mouth.
So, we want our children to be doctors and engineers and all of those things. The most important thing is the Torah. But today we live in a world in which people reject the words of the Torah. But if you have the word of the Torah, people will still want to come and hear, because there's always a remnant people who are interested in hearing the word of truth. All right? Most people in this world would not have known about us here, not known about me, had it not been for the little knowledge that I have acquired through the mercy of the Most High, to be able to tell people, to make a difference in what people know. So this is still consistent today. Continue.
Therefore, my sons, do righteousness on earth, in order that you might find it in Shamayim. Sow good things in your souls, and you'll find them in your lives. If you sow evil, you will reap every trouble and tribulation.
Every trouble and tribulation. You know, the Most High, I don't know how the Most High's wisdom, how can he do it? How can he allot these things to every single 8 billion people on this earth? How? You just cannot fathom the Most High. He's too powerful. He's too awesome. 8 billion people. And whichever one chooses evil, the Most High knows that, all right, you're going to be allotted evil. If one chooses righteousness, he says, you choose righteousness, I'm going to barack you and let your ways straight. Look how many things it is spoken about of the Most High in the Psalms and in the Bible. And every one of them is spot on at all times in our lives. Eh? What a power this is. Father, forgive me for ever doubting you and ever talking up this idiot mouth here against you, as I used to do. Verse 7.
Acquire wisdom in the fear.
Don't put in reverence. It's a person who translated it, put reverence.
Okay.
Because they want to say you must not be afraid of the Most High. I am afraid of him, as I was afraid of my father. Because when that man come in that house and said, Ryan, yay! Start shaking. Yeah. Have to fear the Most High as you fear your father. And that was why I never gave any trouble to my father. Because as soon as I gave a little trouble, I would feel it. It's the same thing with the Most High. Don't give any trouble to the Most High. Fear him. Don't let people, this is this Christian thing about this reverence only. Let us insert the reverence to make you say, okay, I don't have to be afraid of him. That is why there's so much sin. That is why there's a famine of the word. Because people are not afraid of him. You have to fear him who made the heavens and the earth. That is why I said in the book of Jeremiah, do you not fear me, saith Yahuwah? Will you not tremble at my word? He wants you to tremble. When he came down on Mount Sinai and the people were afraid, and Moses came to him, what did he say? Oh no, tell them that they must not be afraid of me. No, he said to Moses, they have rightly said what they have said. Yes, you better be afraid of him. Yeah, they have rightly said what they have said. Yeah? All right. Verse 7. Read it, please.
Acquire wisdom in the fear of Yahuwah, because if a captivity occurs, if cities and territories are laid waste, if silver and gold and every possession are lost, nothing can take away the wisdom of the wise man except the blindness of empathy. and
Impiety.
the impiety and the obtuseness of sin.
You see? As long as you dwell in sin and unrighteousness, you will be blinded. No matter how wise you are, you will be blinded. That is why we have to stay in perfect righteousness. The more righteousness we are in, the more our eyes will be clear. They become foggy because the enemy now has a little charge in our lives to be able to blind us. How does the Most High do that with 8 billion people, though? I'm telling you, this power. This power. Just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Man. And this is the power that we're playing with.
Mm-hmm.
This is the power that we're seeking to disobey. This is the power when he speaks, we're saying, oh, no, we're not going to do that. Continue, please.
For if anyone preserves himself from these evil deeds, his wisdom shall be glorious, even among his opponents. It will be found to be a homeland in a foreign territory, and a friend in the midst of his enemies.
So when you're in a foreign land as strangers, as we are here, all we have to do is preserve our righteousness, and we will be good. This brings us to Malachi 6, verse 8. He hath shown thee, O man, what is good, and what doth Yahuwah require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our allure. So as long as you walk in Yahuwah's righteousness, do justly, then even in a foreign land, then you will be a friend in the midst of Yahuwah's enemies, or of your enemies. Verse 9.
Whosoever teaches good things and practices them shall be enthroned with kings, as was Joseph, my brother.
So for us who are teaching, it's not good enough to be teaching good things. We have to also practice them. This is when James says, be doers of the word and not hearers only. And this is when he says, faith without works is dead. So if you say you have emunah and you do not have good works to match it or to manifest that emunah, it is nothing. And that's why Shaul says, though I give my body to be burned and I have a love, I am nothing. So you must teach the good things and you must practice them. 14:1.
And now, my children, I know from the writings of Hanuk that in the end time you will act impiously against Yahuwah, setting your hands to every evil deed. Because of you, your brothers will be humiliated, and among all the nations you shall become the occasion for scorn. For your father, Yasharal, is pure with respect to all the impities of the chief priests, who laid their hands on the Savior.
This that you see in bracket is just inputted there.
Oh.
When you see it in bracket, don't even read it. It's their interpretation.
No.
Huh?
Levi calls it.
Yeah, it's Levi. Remember, he was the priest or the Levites. Yeah. Verse 3.
As Shamayim is pure above the earth, and you should be the light of Yasharal, as the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
For what will all the nations do if you become darkened with impiety? You will bring down a curse on our nation because you want to destroy the light of the Torah, which was granted to you for the enlightenment of every man, teaching commandments which are opposed to Elohim's just ordinances.
If you really look at it, the Levites were so pivotal. They were so important. If you are the one that's going to be teaching the Most High's word, if that is distorted, you can destroy a whole nation. And today we have a whole world of Levites. People who are handling the word of the Most High, and through filthy lucre, they have gone astray. and they have turned away from the righteous path. Let me get this thing so that I can be a little bit bigger here. Yeah. So you can see me. Yeah, and turned away from the righteous path. Continue, please.
You plunder Yahuwah's offerings.
Whoa. And people today are boasting that they are Melchizedek priests. This is what you are doing. Plunder Yahuwah's offerings. Continue.
From his share you steal choice parts. Contemptuously eating them with whores. You teach Yahuwah's commands out of greed for gain.
Hey. So, let me tell you something now. This series is Know Your Tribe. This pertains to almost everybody who is teaching today. Almost everybody today. So, it's hard to use Levi to figure out if one is a Levite. Because the things that the Levites did is what almost everybody is doing today. Read 14:6 again, please.
You teach Yahuwah's commands out of greed for gain. Married woman, you profane. You have intercourse with whores and adulterers. You take Gentiles, heathen women for your wives.
Whoops.
And your sexual relations will become like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Whoops. Man, how can you figure this out if you're living in the West? Because this is how they do. Sexual relations will become like Sodom and Gomorrah. And we don't have to speak about, and we can't even speak about the different things they do in the bedroom. And then they have this thing that says, oh, the married bed is not defiled. Eh? That was not what he was speaking about. So, they do all sorts of nastiness in sexual relations. Yeah? And we have intercourses with whores and adulteresses. All of these things happen to the normal average sinner in Babylon. Continue. Let's see some more attributes.
You will be inflated with pride over your priesthood, exalting yourself not merely by human standards, but contrary to the commandments of Elohim.
You see how you cannot even know, because this is what happens today. We show off ourselves by our achievement of who we are. Everybody, I saw a woman, a woman the other day, apostle. If I could show that woman on this, do you remember the woman I was looking at? That says she's an apostle. I have never seen anything like this in my life. The woman's lip looked like she did a lip job. Makeup, heavy makeup, everything. And no different from any sinner. And yet she's an apostle. Apostle. You will be inflated with pride over your priesthood, exalting yourselves, not merely by human standards, but contrary to the commands of Elohim. Continue, please.
With contempt and laughter you will deride the sacred things. Therefore the sanctuary which Yahuwah chose shall become desolate through your uncleanliness, and you will be captives in all the nations.
What a whole lot of... I never realized that this was all Levi's fault. When you really look at it, the priests were Levites, the high priests.
If them did just stand up for the right, we could go in a captivity.
But they corrupted the priesthood because the Romans came into their land and they wanted to preserve their power and authority. So they started bending everything. And that's what happens today. Today we have 501c3 where we are restricted from certain things. Restricted access. Now we want access to certain monies and certain ways, and we have our account and we don't want to be taxed and everything. We just go in and do 501c3. Just the same. Bowing to the Romans, just the same. Nothing is new under the sun, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes 1. Continue, please.
And you shall be to them a revolting thing, and you shall receive scorn and eternal humiliation. through the just judgment of Elohim.
So probably it seems that Levi has gotten more shame than the other tribes. You see how he's emphasizing the shame that there will be such scorn, and if you want to find the Levites, I guess you probably see the people who have the most scorn. Probably this is why the Hebrew Israelites say that the Haitians are the Levites. That's why they say they are the Levites. But nah, that ain't so. It's not only the Levites who were sent there. Yeah? It's a mixture. Maybe a lot of Levites are there. Just as how I believe a lot of the tribe of Judah is in Jamaica. As much as the United States want to make themselves only the tribe of Judah. I believe many of our people there are from the house of Judah. But, continue please.
All who hate you will rejoice at your destruction. And unless you had received mercy through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our fathers, not a single one of your descendants would be left on the earth.
All of us. All of us. Not a single one. Remember when the children of Yasharal were in Mitzrayim? Just because of Abraham, Exodus 2, 22, 23. Go ahead, please.
And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Yasharal sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up unto Yahuwah by reason of the bondage. And Yahuwah heard their groaning, and Yahuwah remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And
You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
And Yahuwah looked upon the children of Yasharal, and Yahuwah had respect unto them.
Respect unto them because of whom? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see these three set apart men? Our forefathers. If it wasn't for them, not a single one of your descendants would be left on the earth. Look how much evil we went through in our lives. And because of these men. So do not think that it's because of any good that you did. Don't think that it's because the Most High favors you. And people say, oh, God favors me. I have a relationship with him. And no! It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that saved you. Humble yourselves before the Most High. And stop exalting yourself and thinking yourself to be something when you are nothing. Continue.
Now I have come to know that for 70 weeks you shall wander astray, and profane the priesthood, and defile the sacrificial altars. You shall set aside the Torah, and nullify the words of the prophets by your wicked perversity. You persecute just men, and you hate the pious. The word of the faithful you regard with revulsion. A man who by the power of Alun renews the Torah, you name deceiver. And finally you shall plot to kill him, not discerning his eminence. By your wickedness you take innocent blood on your head.
This is Yahushua HaMashiach. The man who came to renew the Torah.
Scribes, man.
Yes? Isaiah 42:1 tells us that he shall what? Magnify the law and make it honorable. That was the prophecy, renewing the Torah. Go to Isaiah 42:1. Can you wait for me, please? Isaiah 42:21. Read it, please. Start from 18. This is speaking about Hamashiach.
Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind. that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahuwah's servant? Seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but he heareth not. Yahuwah is well pleased,
for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law
and make it honorable.
All right. So this is Yahushua HaMashiach. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. But Yahusha is the one that comes to restore. Verse 22.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, Restore.
Only Yahusha came to restore. Verse 23.
Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Definitely not the Levites. Let's get back to them. For 21. Let's go back to, where were we? 16:4.
I tell you, on account of him, your kadosh places shall be razed to the ground. You shall have no place that is clean, but you will be as a curse and a dispersion among the nations, until he will again have regard for you, and will take you back in compassion.
Yahuwah great. Yahuwah knew that they would do all of these things. And still, man, oh man, how can you do that? He's also merciful. If it was man knowing that, man would just keep scarring on them and say, oh, I'll get rid of you. You caused me so much pain and everything. No, man. And this is why Yosef was revered among his brothers. Because Yosef bore this heart of Yahuwah. And Hamashiach as well. Is one of the similitudes of Yosef. Yosef was a similitude of Yahusha. 17:1.
Because ye have heard about the 70 weeks, listen also concerning the priesthood. In each jubilee there shall be a priesthood. The first jubilee, the first person to be anointed to the priesthood will be great, and he shall speak to Elohim as Father, and his priesthood shall be fully satisfied.
Slide it up. And his priesthood?
And his priesthood shall be fully satisfactory to Yahuwah, and in the days of his joy he shall rise up for the salvation of the world.
All right.
The second jubilee, the anointed one shall be conceived in sorrow of the beloved one, and his priesthood shall be praised and shall be glorified by all. The third priest shall be overtaken by grief, and the fourth priesthood shall be with sufferings, because injustice shall be imposed upon him in a high degree, and all Yasharal shall hate each other, shall hate each one his neighbor. The fifth shall be overcome by darkness, likewise the sixth and the seventh. The seventh there shall be pollution such as I am unable to declare in the presence of human beings, because only the ones who do these things understand such matters.
Whoa. Therefore,
they shall be in captivity and will be preyed upon. Both their land and their possessions shall be stolen. And in the 5th week they shall return to the land of their desolation, and shall restore anew the house of Yahuwah.
Continue.
In the 7th week there will come priests, idolaters, adulterers, money lovers, arrogant, Torahless, voluptuaries, pederast, those who practice bestiality.
18:1.
When vengeance will have come upon them from Yahuwah, the priesthood will lapse. And then Yahuwah will raise up a new priest to come, all the priests to whom all the words of Yahuwah will be revealed. He shall effect the judgment of truth over the earth for many days.
Mm-hmm.
And his star shall rise in the Shamayim like a king, kindling the light of knowledge as day is illumined by the sun, and he shall be extolled by the whole inhabited world.
Mm-hmm.
This one will shine forth like the sun in the earth. He shall take away all darkness from under Shamayim, and there shall be peace in all the earth.
So this is the 1,000-year reign. It seems. Go ahead.
The Shamayim shall greatly rejoice in his days, and the earth shall be glad. The clouds will be filled with joy, and the knowledge of Yahuwah will be poured out on the earth like the water of the seas.
Mm-hmm.
And the angels of glory of Yahuwah's presence will be made glad by him. The Shamayim will be opened, and from the temple of glory sanctification will come upon him, with a fatherly voice as from Abraham to Ishak.
Mm.
And the glory of the Elohim shall burst forth upon him, and the ruach of understanding and sanctification shall rest upon him.
All right. So this is Yahusha Hamashiach. Notice we're talking about the priesthood. It says a new priest will arise, to whom all the words of Yahuwah will be revealed in 18:2. If he is Yahuwah, why does Yahuwah have to reveal his word to him? And if he's Yahuwah, why does he have to be a priest? So, looking at all these illustrious revelations about Yahusha, let's continue.
And the glory of the
For he shall
give the majesty of Yahuwah to those who are his children in truth forever, and there shall be no successor for him from generation to generation forever.
So that is why we say in the end time, the Most High is doing a final thing, once and for all. Even with us, once and for all. We will not go back into the sins of our forefathers. That is why it is important for us to just give up everything and serve Yahuwah. You cannot give up everything and serve Yahuwah if you are partaking in this world's system. That is why the Most High said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. It is one final time. The Most High is not going to let us go in part way and come out part way. It is full 100% giving to the Most High in this time. We see who is coming to rule us, and we have to stand up to his statue. We have to stand up and be in the image of this man. We see all the perfections that I've been speaking about this man. We have to also attain unto this statue, because he said that we will reign with him. We will be with him. So to be with him, 1 John tells us that we must be like him. Yeah? So, people, we have been fed religion in this world. Yeah? It's time for religion to be over. It is now a lifestyle, a way of life, 100% way of life, serving the Most High. And for us to do that, just as the children of Yasharal came out of Mitzrayim, we also have to come out of Babylon. And just as the children of Yashal were gathered together, we also have to be gathered together to serve the Most High. All right? We have to be prepared to meet this king, this prince that we are hearing about. Let's hear some more about our king, Yahushua Mashiach.
And his priesthood, the nations shall be multiplied.
In his priesthood,
the nations shall be multiplied in knowledge on the earth, and they shall be illumined by the grace of Yahuwah. But Yasharal shall be diminished by her ignorance and darkened by her grief.
Because Yasharal will be in, in captivity, in tribulation.
In his priesthood sin shall cease, and Torahless men shall rest from their evil deeds, and righteous men shall find rest in him.
All right, and this again shows you, this verse shows you that the Gentiles have salvation in Yahushua HaMashiach. All right? It tells you in the verse, and in his priesthood the nations shall be multiplied in knowledge on the earth. But Yasharal shall be diminished by her ignorance and darkened by her grief. That is why it tells you in the book of Romans, it tells you that blindness in part has happened to Yasharal until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. So the fullness of the Gentiles is them getting to know Yahusha, and then the blindness will be removed from our eyes, and we will awaken as we have awakened now. And when we awaken, the Most High is going to give us his wisdom, his knowledge, and his understanding. Continue, please.
And he shall open the gates of paradise. He shall remove the sword that has threatened since Adam. And he will grant to the elect to eat the tree of life.
Eat of the tree of life.
Eat of the tree of life. And Belial, Satan, shall be bound by him. And he shall grant to his children the authority to trample on wicked Ruachoth. And Yahuwah will rejoice in his children. He will be well pleased by his beloved ones forever. Then Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will rejoice, and I shall be glad, and all the elect shall be clothed in righteousness.
All right, hold on there. And he shall open the trees of paradise, all right. And he shall grant to the elect to eat of the tree of life. He said it in the book of Revelation, didn't he? One of the assemblies in the book of Revelation. Which one was that? Let's go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 7.
He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the assemblies. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of Allure.
All right, so he shall grant them to eat of the tree of life. And it says, and Belial shall be bound by him. And for that we go to Revelation 19, verse 19.
And I saw the beast, and the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, that wrought many miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
All right. So that is that. And there's another part that says, and he shall grant to his children the authority to trample on wicked Ruachoth. And for that, go to Mark 16, 17 to 18.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
No, Mark 16, 17 to 18. Wow.
And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils.
There we go. Continue.
They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover.
All right. So these are great things that Hamashiach is going to do. Let's go back to the Testament. Continue where we left off.
And Yahuwah will rejoice in his children. He will be well pleased by his beloved ones forever. No, I read that.
All right, then Abraham. Yeah.
Okay. And now, my children, you have heard everything. Choose for yourself light.
Oh, okay. Notice in verse 14, I forgot. Then Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will rejoice. Because though they are sleeping, they are not dead. Yes? That's why Hamashiach said this in, let me find it. Mark 12, verse 26.
And as touching the dead, that they rise, have you not read in the book of Moshe how in the bush Elohim spake unto him, saying, I am the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Ishak, and the Elohim of Jacob. He is not the Elohim of the dead, but the Elohim of the living. Ye therefore do greatly err.
So that is the living. Oh, I had to turn the Bible. That is the living that he is. So Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will rejoice because they are alive. And by the way, this is interesting that I speak this. The Hebrew Israelites use this theory to speak and preach reincarnation. That is the latest thing. Boy, I love to listen to them because, boy, you get to understand what is there. And in case anyone comes to you, you already know what they are saying. They speak reincarnation, that when someone dies, they reincarnate over and over again. And you know why they teach this? Because they do not read the other books. The book of 2nd Ezra tells you what happens when you die. The book of Hanuk tells you what happens when you die. When you die, you go to hell, whether you are righteous or unrighteous. Hell has different compartments. I think about 3 of them. One of the compartments for the righteous, one for the sinners. The sinners dwell there in torments. The righteous are taken to a place where they sleep in peace and they are watched over by angels. When Hamashiach arises, the dead in Messiah will rise and will come with him. They will arise from their slumber and put on physical flesh and come back when Hamashiach comes back. They do not regenerate over and over again. Born and die, born and die, born and die. When Hamashiach was speaking about John the Baptist, and he said, Elijah is already here. It is not literally Elijah, it is someone in the spirit of Elijah. So John the Baptist was in the spirit of Elijah, but Hamashiach, in their speech, they said Elijah is here. Because if you look in the Bible is full of figurative language. What you do, you pick out figurative language and make it to be literal, and then build a doctrine around it, which is false and it is wrong. All right? So they are sleeping until it's time to awake. And when it is time to awake,
That's why they say rest in peace. That's why they say rest in peace.
Yes. That is why they say rest in peace. Because not all will rest in peace. Torments begin at Sheol. In the book of 2nd Ezra, it tells you from they die, they will start to see. And for 7 days they will be tormented, knowing what is going to come to them. And then they will be placed in the hand of the tormentors, who will torment them from now until time for the lake of fire, when it is the day of judgment. And then judgment, they will be thrown in fire. But there was one book, the book of Abraham, that tells you that they will be tormented until the Most High decides that they have had enough. But he did not say what they will happen to them afterwards. But the whole bottom line is torments for the sinners and rest for the righteous. All right, so let me continue. Continue. Where were you?
19:1.
Yeah, 19:1. Oh, so we're going to finish it. Today we are almost finished. Good. We are going overtime to finish it. Go ahead.
And now, my children, you have heard everything. Choose for yourself light or darkness, the Torah of Yahuwah or the works of Belial, Satan.
Slow down. Yeah.
And his sons replied, Before Yahuwah, we will live according to his Torah. And their father said to them, The Yahuwah is my witness, and his angels are witnesses, and you are witnesses, and I am witness concerning the word from your mouth. And his son said, We are witnesses. Then Levi finished giving instructions to his sons. He stretched out his feet on his bed and was gathered to his fathers, having lived 137 years.
Wow.
And they put him in a coffin and later buried him in Hebron with Abraham, Ishak, and Jacob.
All right. All praises to the Most High.
No praises.
That's a very interesting take there. A reminder of how the children of Levi were the ones who did all sorts of evil on this earth, even when it comes, or when it came to Yahusha, Hamashiach. Evil, given the priesthood and stepping into evil. But sometimes the Most High must wonder, what have I done when I have created man? We are not a nice people at all. But the Most High is merciful and long-suffering, and he does that to show us example of how we should live. How many people figure that out? We are so terrible, and yet still we act as if, because we might be in a certain righteousness over some people, we act as if everybody else is so terrible and we are so righteous. Yes, not knowing that it's the mercy of the Most High that has us here, because we don't deserve any good. Hey, Yahuwah is merciful, and we give thanks and praise to his name and for his mercies. All right, let me see if there's anything in the chat, a very short chat. All right. No sound. That's what most people are saying. Shalom to you all. And by the way, the testament of Levi, the testament of the patriarchs is available on our website, justtheword.org/downloads. Or you can just go to justtheword.org, click on the menu, and go to the downloads page. There you can download the Testament of the Patriarchs and other books that we find interesting as well. Remember, those books are given as is. We do not believe in everything in these books, but we believe in proving all things. Hold fast that which is good. The fact that they are there does not mean we believe in everything. But there are some things in there that brings out, That's why we have prove all things, hold fast that which is good. All right? Is it your understanding that the fullness of the Gentiles is here now or very near? I sense the Ruach. Let me go on YouTube, see if I can finish seeing what you are saying. I am trying to... I'm trying to see what you are saying. People, please do... All right, please do like and share. Oh, yes. I sense the rock speaking so, but I would like confirmation. Yes, the fullness of the Gentiles is almost here. This is the consummation of the time of the Gentiles, because the word says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we are in that time at this moment. Mike, you did not do the channel. You did not give the link
as a quick
to the channel.
Prophecy channel? The prophecy channel?
All right, let me put it in there.
It's in there.
It's in there?
Yeah.
Where are we now? We have so many different things. Where was I? Oh, yes. Let me see. Man, I don't see it. All right, let me put it in there again. Anyone who has a question, you can put it in the chat. Yep, youtube.com, just the word prophecy. Our new yeah, so that's the link. Please subscribe to that channel, and the prophecies that are coming actually truly manifest what we have been teaching. And the interesting thing about the prophetic channel is that our brothers and sisters here are getting dreams, or have gotten dreams years ago, that are manifesting what we are teaching right now. Right now. That are actually confirming things that we are teaching, to show you that what you are getting here, it is not lies of man, but the true word of the Most High. All right, so check out the prophetic channel and you will see the match with that which we have been teaching. All right, thank the Most High for his mercies in giving us his truth. Thank you for watching, and do please share with someone. Until next time, shalom. And I will create a playlist for the Know Your Tribe, and you can share it as well. All right, thank you, and shalom.